Hi, I'm David Vine, and this is Comprehensive Time Management using Google. It's a pretty in-depth and detailed webinar as they go. There's so many little tweaks that you can do with calendar, tasks, contacts. We're not going to get into Gmail too much, but I'll touch on it just as it relates to contacts. And collaboration. Now that's a big time saver. If you're in a situation where you need that, it's very handy. You can upload very large files and you can give permission to people to look at them. And of course that saves you money from having to fax something or FedEx delivery or UPS overnight, something like that. And then we'll talk about docs because that's integral to the drive and the ability to collaborate on spreadsheets, word processing type documents, etc. Contacts are really the heart of a time management system, I think, because you're dealing with people and you need to stay in touch with people. And of course, a calendar is absolutely essential. One of the tricks, by the way, of staying organized is to have just one calendar. There are folks out there that'll have a calendar for this and a calendar for that. I recommend one calendar and you put everything on it. Now, the nice thing about Google's calendar system is you can actually have multiple calendars. I have about 6 or 7, and they don't all show up at the same time. Sometimes I just want to look at maybe 3 calendars on one calendar. So all those 3 calendars items are displayed on one calendar. So that's a way around it if you really need different calendars for various things. For example, U.S. holidays it's a default calendar that you can turn on or turn off. So that Google provides that to you. And tasks is kind of intricate. So let's get started. What we're trying to do is create a fast, efficient, and effective, no-cost, time-saving time management system. And by no cost, I mean it's entirely based in the cloud with Google. Of course, you can also back this stuff up. You can back up anything, almost anything from Google. Schedule in various ways, reschedule easily, be reminded, insert tasks with due dates, and reorder the different priorities. Contacts, create and manage contact records. By the way, a record is one unit of information on, say, a person, name, address, telephone number, email, etc. That is a record. A database contains many different records. And I think it's important to realize, too, because we're going to be talking about this, that within one record, there can be many, many different fields, and each field would be dedicated to the same piece of information from record to record. That's how you can search on a last name and have all the last name, last name, first name, whatever. You could search on it and have all those records appear. So we want to help you create and manage contacts, send mail from the contact record, and export or import contacts. Now again, going back to the calendar, having a bunch of different calendars is kind of inefficient. If you can have different calendars that all appear within one calendar, that's efficient, not inefficient. The ability to take your existing address books and then move them into Google's contacts, which is integral to the Gmail, by the way, is very important, and we'll talk about that. Now, you do have to have a Google account, and the links behave differently when you're signed in to a Google account. So if you're serious about doing this, and I think you are, you've purchased the program, you do want to get a Google account first, okay, and then log into it, and that way everything will work for you. So basically, after you have your Google account, which is basically your Gmail address, you log in, and these links, by the way, anything in blue text is a link. Now, for those of you who just have the video, we do provide as an optional item the slides. But for those of you who have purchased the package, you can actually watch this video tutorial while you're using the slides.